Hello everyone. Collisions with invasive species cause over $9 billion in damages to the U.S. transportation industry. Imagine the chaos of a deer suddenly darting into the path of a car traveling at 60 miles per hour. Or the force of a flock of birds shattering an entire windshield. So what can we do to combat these dangerous threats? Join Aboom as we explore effective solutions in this video. Are you ready? Let's get started. In China, truck accidents involving sheep occur frequently, causing substantial damage and leaving many farmers without their livelihoods. According to some sources, sheep are typically grazed from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So drivers should exercise caution by reducing speed and keeping a safe distance to handle these situations promptly. In Mongolia, which is also part of China, there are stricter regulations on livestock grazing. Violators can face fines of up to $500, and repeat offenders may be imprisoned. The key takeaway here is to be a responsible citizen and ensure your livestock are kept safe. In India, with an estimated population of 35,000 elephants, these majestic creatures pose a major challenge to the transportation sector. Weighing up to 24,000 pounds, do you think installing lighting or building wildlife fences would be the most effective solution? Share your thoughts below, and let us know which option you believe should be prioritized. According to the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, more than 180,000 small bird strikes occur each year. Similar to the engine fire incident in Denver, which highlights the delicate balance between safety and disaster. If you were an expert, what advice would you give to a pilot? Personally, I think in an emergency, a pilot would try to land as quickly as possible and as close to the ground as they can. The number of car accidents caused by invasive species in the U.S. seems endless. In Alaska alone, around 300 accidents involving pregnant bears are reported each year, which could threaten the future of bear populations. If you come across such an incident, contact the authorities immediately to ensure the bear gets the necessary veterinary care. On the highway near San Antonio, a group of deer suddenly darted across the road after hearing a horn. To keep themselves safe, drivers should aim to maintain a speed of around 50 miles per hour. Driving at 50 miles per hour in the morning when deer are most active. Do you think this is a safe speed for drivers? Leave a comment if you think it's a reasonable choice. A small bird hitting the windshield with enough force to crack it can be a serious threat to pilots. In this particular case, both pilots are unharmed. But it's a reminder that radar systems should always be checked before every flight. And pressure-resistant windshields are essential for protecting both pilots and passengers. If possible, avoid driving through bushland areas at night, as they are home to some of Australia's most dangerous invasive species. This will help ensure your safety and the safety of your vehicle. By the way, did you know that moose mating season peaks from late September to early October in Montana? These massive animals are among the top causes of severe traffic accidents. Always reduce your speed and stay vigilant in areas where moose are commonly found. The U.S. railroad industry loses more than $70 million annually due to collisions with deer. These accidents are costly, but thankfully, no train passengers are typically affected. Installing ultrasonic sound emitters along the tracks could warn animals from a distance and reduce the likelihood of accidents. Imagine your $1 million car being wrecked by a moose in forests like Montana's Flathead National Forest. Slowing down or installing wildlife fences are proven ways to stay safe. Which safety measure would you prioritize? Or perhaps you have an innovative solution in mind. When driving on residential roads, take extra care because even a moment of inattention can be dangerous. This lucky driver narrowly avoided a collision with a deer. Don't put your life at risk with invasive species. Share this message to help others stay safe on the road. Mountain lions have started resting under parked cars. In Colorado, an area once known for frequent attacks, there are now over 200 car accidents involving these animals every year. If you come across one, stay inside your car and call for help. Don't leave your car, it could be dangerous. A train speeding along suddenly collides with a flock of 5 to 10 birds, causing the windshield to shatter instantly. In such situations, there's no time to build fences. The key solution is to implement advanced detection systems and warning protocols, giving train operators valuable seconds to respond. Always be prepared for unexpected encounters with invasive species while you're on the road. Every collision is a lesson and a reminder to act responsibly. Stay aware, drive cautiously, and share your safety tips in the comments below. Hit the like button if you're following and supporting AWE. Boom. See you in the next video. Animals face countless challenges in the wild every day, including encounters with power lines. Unfortunately, animals have a habit of putting themselves in dangerous situations as they constantly search for food. They often find themselves in the wrong place at the wrong time, leading to devastating consequences for themselves. If you're curious to see what happens when animals come into contact with electricity, buckle up, this video is for you. In today's episode, we'll continue to witness the incredible moments when animals encounter electricity. These moments are sure to leave you speechless. Let's get started. The urban jungle, now the new home for wild monkeys. In the city, the familiar jungle of wild monkeys has been replaced by a completely new scene. Trees have given way to towering power poles, and the vines have become tangled electric wires. However, the monkeys don't seem to mind much. They move between buildings like skilled acrobats, enjoying life in the city. But not all man-made structures are safe. Some pose deadly dangers. Monkeys often visit train stations where trains rush by. Crowds of passengers swarm, and leftover food from lunch becomes their treasure. For the monkeys, their favorite game is swinging on power lines. With excitement and bold instincts, they climb the power poles with ease. But this thrilling game doesn't always end well. In one tragic incident, a monkey caused a short circuit, sparking a massive fire. It got stuck on the wire, and the flames scorched its body for a long time before it fell to the ground, leaving nothing but a charred corpse. Sadly, in this case, everything ended in tragedy for the poor monkey, with no one able to save it, as it remained stuck on the power pole for a long time. It's quite funny to watch the titular baboons trying to get over the electric fence. They are often shocked, which makes them a bit uncomfortable. But if they fail on the first try, they will not give up easily. With perseverance, Some baboons find ways to sneak into human territory, a place they deeply desire. Swinging on power lines is an exciting pastime for many monkeys. They usually manage to do it successfully without any harm, but sometimes things go wrong. Electricity, unforgiving of any mistake, becomes a serious threat. One monkey, unaware of the potential danger, might switch from one wire to another without removing its foot from the previous one. This leads to a severe shock, and the monkey quickly drops to the ground like a rock. For baby monkeys, climbing to the top of the power pole to get a better view seems like an exciting game. But mischief like this is often full of risks and serious consequences. Their boldness, though entertaining, is a double-edged sword when facing such a dangerous environment. Horse gets electrocuted. This is a dramatic scene captured by CCTV. A man is leading his beautiful horse, tying it to a tree, and then begins to bathe it. But soon after, the horse suddenly becomes weak and collapses to the ground. The man quickly rushes over to check, but as soon as he touches the horse, he too is electrocuted and falls to the ground. Both the man and the animal lie motionless, even twitching. Luckily, the family arrived quickly. A woman in the household rushed to pull the man out of danger. He quickly got up, still panicked, and ran toward the house without explaining what happened. So, what exactly happened? While tying the horse to the tree, the rope accidentally made contact with a live wire. The electricity passed through the horse and affected the man when he made contact with it. Although the electrical switch was turned off in time, the horse remained still, motionless on the ground. Looking at the horse, the man couldn't hide his worry. This wasn't just any horse, it was a valuable one, possibly very expensive. The question remains, will this beautiful horse survive this unfortunate incident? Elephant gets electrocuted. A heartbreaking scene occurred when a baby elephant accidentally got caught in an electric fence and was continuously shocked. The mother elephant, using all her strength, tried to pull her baby out of the dangerous situation, but it wasn't easy. Fortunately, a man appeared just in time, rushing in to help and attempting to free the baby elephant. After several struggles, he managed to help it get up. At that moment, the whole herd of elephants gathered around the baby, protecting and checking to ensure it was safe. The larger elephants used their trunks to grab food, but their large size sometimes caused them to inadvertently touch the electric fence. While the shock typically only causes a tingling sensation like being tickled, stronger fences can cause serious consequences. In some cases, powerful elephants manage to break through electric fences to enjoy the freedom outside. However, with higher voltage wires, once the elephants make contact, the shock can be so severe that they collapse to the ground. Will the baby elephant in this story survive? Bear gets electrocuted. This bear became overly bold when trying to break into a chicken coop. After breaking the door and part of the wire mesh, the chicken coop owner decided to install an electric fence. With support from the USDA, United States Department of Agriculture, the electric fence was installed to the right standards, strong enough to deter animals without causing serious harm. In another video, a young bear tests the electric fence around a feeding station. This was the only solution the owner could come up with to prevent the bear from knocking over the feeder. In Alaska, electric fences keep polar bears at bay. In the video, a mother bear and her two cubs are trying to figure out why the fence is there. When they notice something is wrong, the mother bear decides to move her cubs as far away as possible. Polar bears often destroy tents or anything else when they search for food. As a result, camping areas in polar bear regions often need to have good protective measures, like electric fences to keep hungry bears out. In this scene, the bear is in shock listening to electronic music. Dog gets shocked electric fence. This dog didn't expect the fence to be electrified. It calmly walks up to the electric fence and instantly feels the chill down its spine. Two dogs are excited to meet new friends on the other side of the fence. And then, it happens. But what's really funny is the donkey standing there continuously laughing at the dog, clearly used to this situation. In this moment, the dog unintentionally ends up giving itself a shock, leaving its friends stunned. Snake gets shocked. A group of tourists in the Philippines encountered a cobra on an electric line on their first day. One of the men in the group said he was shocked when he saw this. I don't know why this massive snake decided to climb up the electric pole, but when a worker tried to pull it down with a stick, the snake resisted and held on tight. I'm not sure if it got shocked a few times on the way up, but eventually they managed to bring it down safely and bag it up. The snake tried to get into a chicken coop, but the electric fence didn't just stop it, it killed it. Maybe snakes aren't the best animals to be near electric fences. Crocodile versus electric eel. It seemed like this eel was about to be hunted by a crocodile, but the crocodile might be in for a surprise. Little did it know the eel could generate a powerful electric shock. One of South America's top predators, the electric eel, uses a strange hunting strategy. It emits an electric shock to paralyze its prey. Each shock can reach up to 860 volts, immediately stunning the target. The eel can discharge continuously, ensuring its prey is killed on the spot if necessary. When a crocodile tries to grab an electric eel, it feels the shock and cannot withstand it. Stunned, the crocodile instantly tries to escape, but is unable to. The eel is merely defending itself, but by the time the crocodile realizes it won't win again the eel, it's already too late. Leopard gets electrocuted. A leopard climbed up a high-voltage power pole, got stuck, and tragically was electrocuted to death. It's hard to understand what it was looking for up there. Food, a way out, or simply curiosity leading the way. Chicken and electric shocks. The owner of this farm let their chickens get used to the newly installed electric fence, but the chickens kept running into it multiple times. Even as they grew older, they continued to push against the fence, never learning their lesson. One chicken decided to climb a power pole to get a better view of its surroundings, but things quickly went wrong when it got electrocuted and disappeared. Crow gets electrocuted. After being electrocuted on a power line, a crow was remembered by visitors who came to pay their respects with flowers to honor its short life. Crows are curious but intelligent birds. It seems this crow sensed danger when it got too close to the power line and managed to back away just before being thrown into oblivion. A massive distribution line was being used as a playground by a large flock of birds. Watch what happens when all the birds take off at once. A huge explosion occurs, possibly killing many of the culprits in the process. Cow gets electrocuted. This young cow quickly realized it shouldn't get too close to the electric fence after receiving a small shock and backing away. After a few such shocks, animals tend to understand not to touch the fence.
Animal lovers, perhaps tune out for a moment. Here we see two cows caught in the act. They'll know better for next time, while others weren't so lucky. The African bush isn't a place you want to be stationary in fear of being spat at or caught in a stampede. And always be wary of mammals or males on the road. Sometimes, though, we just have to laugh at the silliness when on the move. Ouch. Splash. Not sure Granny was saying hello there. Other times we just have to sit back, as we too have really no idea what's going on. You can see more mad moments on the road on Car Crash Global, caught on camera, 9 PM on Wednesdays on ITV4.